Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Author Lifeline channel. I'm your host, Vincent. And today I'm going to talk about a couple of things for the author marketing series that I've been doing. This is part 4 of my videos. You guys can see my screen here. I've done parts 1, 2, and 3 there. For you guys should check out those videos. The first one's kind of an intro video talking about who I am and the platforms I have that can help authors out. Part 2 is about making a connection in author marketing. And part 3 talks about books and ratings and reviews and how to best go about doing that. Part 4 video today is actually talking about blogs. And this is something that's sort of a concept that's been around ever since the internet came into existence. Blogging has been around for a long time. And so a lot of people still ask, authors in particular ask, is blogging still relevant in terms of trying to put your book out there to try to help advertise your book? And the answer to that is yes, but it also depends on how you go about doing it. And we'll talk about some of the best ways to do it. We'll jump right in here, guys. I'm going to go to the Google right here. Typing this in here. And one of the things that you guys want to make sure of when you're doing blog research is to type in the right keywords that are relevant to your type of blog. So let's back up for a second. What are we talking about doing here in general? Well, we're trying to find blogs that are already in existence rather than creating our own. Unless you have a already wide following, some authors do. A lot of authors don't, and so they don't. For them to spend the time creating the audience necessary to help their book sales, it's going to take a long time. Now, I try to encourage authors to do what's best for them. If you want to start your own blog and build your audience, that's certainly fine to do so, but that takes a long, long time. And so if you want to be able to kind of leapfrog it in a way, what you can do is actually go on Google and just put in your genre. Now, I put in here fiction blogs, but I could have easily made this mystery blogs or science fiction blogs. In fact, let's just do that right now. Let's do sci-fi blogs, right? And pop it up, right? And so you'll see over here all these best science fiction blogs and websites and science fiction bloggers. So as an author, you would like to have your work appear on their blog. You would like to have your work discussed, a link to it, perhaps reviewed. And it comes at an interview too as well. Some of those blogs, they might be a little bit more restrictive than others. Some of them might say, hey, we just do our own content. We just find different science fiction items that are out there. Some of them might specialize in movies. Some might specialize in TV. And because it's Google, of course, you can go in there and science fiction book blogs, right? You can limit your search. Then you can put up all the blogs that are the best. And what you want to do is just basically go in there, and I won't click around and all these in particular on there, but what you can do is you can click on that blog and you can see what their subscription audience is like. And some of those you'll see the number of subscribers on there. They do like to advertise that oftentimes. So if you see a blog on there that say, putting it out there, 100,000 subscribers and they're regular readers, well, that's a great blog to look at to see, hey, this is something where I could have my book mentioned that is in science fiction that would really put my book out there. People would see it, they'd want to buy it, and then get to know that science fiction series or that just one novel, if it's just one, and so they can check that out. And so again, you can contact the people who create those blogs and tell them, hey, I'd like to be interviewed, or hey, I'd love to have a blurb posting on your blog, or maybe even an advertisement if you want to try an advertisement route. But this is a great way to kind of leapfrog the way to reach a larger audience without having to build it from scratch on your own. And so what's great about this is that Google already does half the work for you. I say half, it's probably most of the work for you in finding the blogs that are relevant to your genre. And it's just on you then to go through and pick out the blogs that are relevant to yours. And so that way you can get them to post on your work. Now, I won't discuss it in this channel, but there's also a similar route that you can do in some of the social media areas, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Goodreads or other platforms, there's also a way to leapfrog it that way too. But we'll keep this one as related to blogs for this particular part 4 video. And so I encourage authors just to go through and do it for your own book. Everyone has their genre. Try to make it more specific rather than general. Maybe it's science fiction for women or something around that, right? You just type that in and you can find out all these book blogs that are related to that. Or maybe you write in mystery, but it's mystery that's set in, I don't know, Central America. You can type that in into Google and pull up blogs that could be related to that. The more specific you are, the better off you are in reaching an intended audience that wants to see what you've written, and they'll be able to connect with you in that way. And if you get an interview, right, because we're talking about interviews on these blogs too, that's a wonderful thing to have. If you have an interview that's related to the genre in which you write, it's very specific to the area of that blog. And when they have an interview with you, you're the exact author that they're actually kind of looking for in terms of discussing new voices, new work, understanding new books that people can discover and potentially like, of course. And so this is a great way. Again, when you're looking at the audience of those blogs, I would avoid blogs that only have, a few hundred people or even a few thousand, because it's going to be hard work. Like, even if you get that interview, not a whole lot of people are going to see you. I definitely try to pick blogs that have a good following to have. Now, what's that following? That's more of your call on that. You could say maybe it's 10,000, maybe it's 100,000, maybe it's up to 1 million as far as that goes. Of course, the higher you go, the less of those kind of blogs are going to be out there. So you kind of have to pick a middle road that's probably best for you. But you can certainly, on all those blog sites, by the way, if you just scroll down, you'll see a contact area where you can contact the person who created the blog, or maybe there's like a little chat area. You can ask who runs the blog, and you can reach out to them and say, "Hey, listen, I got this book, and I'd like to be interviewed, or I'd like to have a posting on your blog site." And again, it's going to be great because it's going to be relevant to the blog and relevant to your book and relevant to the readers. So anyway, this is a tip number for part 4 video. I hope it's helped authors out. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Be sure to hit the like button, guys. That helps me out. And be sure to see all the videos that I've posted on this for marketing to help you out. It's not just one video that's going to help you, but it's multiple videos that you guys can understand how best to market your book. Okay, authors, take care, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you, guys.